Hello everyone, I'm Elfowls, and welcome to the finals of the LDLG Max Division Season 15. Yes, last week I did win the semis against Sableye and the Grand Rapids Spinners. Go check that video out. It was a very fun match, but I did take the 3-0 victory there. And on the other side of the bracket, in the Virginia Victinis versus the Iowa Jolteons, the Virginia Victinis, coached by WreckItMike, actually won that one. So it's going to be the 2 versus the 5, Noctowls versus Victinis. So let's just jump right into it. The Virginia Victinis have a very threatening team of Tornadus Therian, Slowking Galar, Meowscarada, Ursaluna, Terra Captain Frosmoth, Terra Captain Orthworm, Quaquaval, Skeletor, Terra Captain Mimikyu, and Knacklestack. So a couple things about this team. It does actually have the 3 starters on it, so that's pretty fun, but I don't expect all of them to come. I think I can actually pin down 5 guaranteed brings, those being Tornadus, Glowking, Meowscarada, Quaquaval, and very importantly, Ursaluna. I am so scared of Ursaluna. I don't have true switch-ins to it, so you're going to see me make some interesting decisions about building around it. We'll get to it in the team builder, but that thing is just such a threat. Because I have a Sun team with Torkoal, it's just so easy for Mike to probably find an opportunity to get Ursaluna in against that with a good read, and then I might have to sack something if he gets Ursaluna out against Torkoal in Sun. So yeah, that's going to be a big problem. The other 2 big problems, I think, are Glowking and Tornadus. That Regenerator core is going to be tough to break through, and Glowking comes with the automatic move Chilly Reception to get rid of my Sun, set Snow instead. So that could be a big problem, and I've actually seen WreckItMike use weather-changing Tornadus against some other weather teams, so I could definitely bring something like a Rain Dance Torn against me, so I'm definitely keeping my eye on that. Other than that, Meowscarada and Quaquaval are just solid offensive Pokemon in the matchup, and as for a 6 slot, I think anything could fill that. One of the Terra Captains is good, Skeletor, if you're concerned about something like Slitherwing. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open for something, but yeah, those are the main 5 I'm worried about. So with that said, let's just kind of get right into the matchup here. Or the team builder rather, where I started with Kilowattrel, and there are a few interesting things about this set. It looks weird, but the main point of Kilowattrel here is to switch into Meowscarada. We actually have a decent amount of physical bulk to be able to switch into its attacks. We outspeed it so we can hit it back on after the switch in. And then Rocky Helmet actually punishes anything it wants to do. Most of its attacks, at least anything that it would want to do to Kilowattrel, is punished by the Helmet, especially Knockoff. I expect to switch into a Knockoff, and if I do that, then Helmet's really the only useful item I can carry, so that's what we're doing there. We have multiple pivot moves. That's going to be a little weird, but Volt Switch and U-Turn are 2 different ways to pivot out of either the Slowking or the Ursaluna, 2 very good switch-ins to this set. Volt Switch is a good hedge, if I want to hit like the Torn, but I expect the Slowking to pivot in. U-Turn's more of a hard read if I expect the Ursaluna to be pivoting in. I do miss Thunderbolt a little bit against things like Tornadus, which I just love to hit, but against anything else, I'm happy to just click Volt Switch or Air Slash, so that's going to be fine. I guess speaking of Tornadus, I am also kind of checking that. We have decent bulk, and we can switch into its flying attacks. We actually have Wind Power to power up our Volt Switch if it happens to bring Hurricane or Bleak Wind Storm or Heat Wave. We can power up Volt Switch with any of those, and we're very strong with that. Outside of that, I guess the only other thing is Terra Ghost. This is pretty much only to dodge an Ursaluna Facade and get an extra hit in, because I am so concerned about that thing, so just want to be able to chip that down at as many opportunities as possible. So yeah, that is going to be the Kilowattrel set. Moving right along, we have Walking Wake. We have a pivot first, and we're going to lead into a breaker here. This is my Specs Wall Breaker for the matchup. This really doesn't have any true switch-ins outside of maybe like a fully invested Assault Vest Glowking, which, even after a little bit of chip, that is taking heavy damage from this. Hydro Steam's very hard to switch into. Really the only resist is going to be Quaquaval, and we have Draco for that. Flamethrower is going to be for some super effective damage against things like Meowscarada and Orthworm, and Hydro Pump is mostly filler, but it is nice for weatherless offense. If I can't get Sun up, then Hydro Pump's at least a pretty strong hit that I can spam. We are speed boosting. This allows us to be a little more speed control, keeps something like a +1 Quaquaval in check as long as Sun is up. So yeah, that's going to be Walking Wake. Moving along, we have Torkoal, which is setting Sun for things like the Wake and our other Sun abusers. Very basic set. I didn't put too much thought into it. Lava Plume Body Press are pretty standard. Body Press is for that Ursaluna in case we can potentially catch that on the switch-in. Stealth Rock makes this our hazard setter, and rocks look pretty decent in the matchup. And Rapid Spin makes Torkoal our hazard remover. I'm actually not too concerned about hazards this time. I think the biggest concern is Toxic Spikes from the Glow King, and Torkoal could remove those if I need to. But yeah, that's going to be Torkoal. Next up we have Slitherwing. This is my best option to revenge kill Ursaluna. We always outspeed any Ursaluna set, and we KO with close combat, of course. And we have Eject Pack as the item, actually. I was having a lot of trouble figuring out a team slot that could beat the Ursaluna and also not put me in a bad position against Tornadus or Glow King if they switch in. So this is a pretty nice way of doing it, I think. Eject Pack obviously KOs Ursaluna, and if WreckItMike decides to switch out of that matchup into something like the Tornadus, Eject Pack will still allow the close combat to go off, and it pivots us right out into a better matchup. So hopefully we can keep good momentum up with that. After the Eject Pack is used up, U-Turn still grabs that momentum. It just requires a read on the switch out potentially. And even before Eject Pack is used up, I might try to read an Ursaluna switch out. We'll see what the game state looks like. But yeah, first impression is for Nyaskarada mainly, but it's just a nice revenge killing option. And Earthquake is for Skeledirge and Glow King. Slitherwing just looks like a very, very powerful Sun abuser. Another wall breaker to kind of complement the Wake and also pivots us around. So yeah, that is a set I'm looking forward to using. Next up we have Chi-Yu. This is more of a win condition for the matchup. We have the speed here with a modest nature to outspeed Quaquaval, and we do outspeed every unboosted threat at +1, and that's important because we're running Flame Charge. If I can get a late game boost with Flame Charge, it might be curtains from there. Flamethrower and Dark Pulse get amazing coverage, and they're so powerful into the team, and Psychic is of course for that Quaquaval. A few things need to be chipped down, of course, like especially defensive Ursaluna needs some chip on it, and Glow King, I think even with a Life Orb Dark Pulse, we don't quite get the KO on more especially defensive variants, so I'm gonna need some chip on that too, ideally. But yeah, if I can accomplish those things and get the boost, Chi-Yu looks very threatening for the end game, so looking forward to that. Last note, HP IVs are a little lower than full, that is just to hit a Life Orb number, so that's what that is. Lastly here we have Tinkaton. This is my main Ursaluna switch in with an air balloon, and if I manage to switch in on a ground move from that thing, I just click Encore and force it out. From there, Gigaton, Hammer, and Play Rough are just nice spammable stabs for the matchup, and Knockoff is a great neutral move just to remove something's item. So very spammable moves on this thing. Tinkaton also checks a lot of other threats on the team. Masquerada, Glow King, Tornadus, Frostmoth, and Mimikyu are all checked decently by this Tinkaton, so it's a good blanket check. Mold Breakers, of course, for that Mimikyu, so we can just knock it out with a Gigaton if that comes. We have the speed investment to outspeed a max speed Adamant Orthworm, and we also have the special defense to avoid a 2-hit KO from Timid Tornadus Heatwave. The rest is in physical bulk, that's just mostly to take hits from Masquerada, or maybe switch in on a Facade from Ursaluna. So that is going to be our team of 6. Even with all the prep I put in for Ursaluna, I'm super scared of that thing, and of course the rest of the team is nothing to scoff at, so I am concerned about this matchup for sure. It's going to be a good game, I think. But yeah, all that being said, let's get right into the game. Alright, that is WreckItMike. Let's get into the finals. Okay. So, WreckItMike has a team of Tornadus, Masquerada. Oh, what the heck? This is a different team. Quaquaval, Skeledirge, Frostmoth, and Knucklestack. Okay, I did not prep at all for Frostmoth or Knucklestack. I mean, there's some stuff in here I could do, but that's very interesting. I feel like first impression is going to be important from Slitherwing to keep the Corvidance Frostmoth in check, and it also beats the Knucklestack probably, so that's nice. No Ursaluna is crazy. Okay, but what do I lead with? I think Kilowattrel could do it. Tinkaton's also not bad, especially with no Ursaluna. I don't care about my balloon that much. Actually, I don't care about it at all. So I could just try to hit something. Because, yeah,
Looks like Torn and Yaskarada are pretty solid leads, so Tinkaton should be fine against both of them. Let's do that. Good luck, have fun to WreckItMike. Alright, this is exciting. Weird team, I gotta say. Oh, okay. It is the Knuckle Stack lead, that's crazy. But okay. Let's say Fizdef Knuckle Stack. Gigaton Hammer. Ooh. Gigaton Hammer doesn't do as much as I'm hoping for, so let's try to knock off first. Because right now, Fizdef Eviolite takes less than half, just under half from Gigaton. So let's get rid of an Eviolite. You could Salt Pier here, start chipping down Tinkaton. Yeah, Knuckle Stack does probably mean rocks are going up here. Okay, there's an Eviolite. That did, like... I guess that did what I was expecting. Okay, now Gigaton's doing, like, a lot. It just depends, like... Do I think you're staying in here? Even if not, the worst case is Skelger switches in. Which, like, I'll gauge damage on that, I guess. I'll Gigaton here. Nice. Okay, nice. Salt Pier goes up, which, yeah, that's kind of expected. It'll do a lot of chip to me. But... You're at super low health now. And I can just play rough to finish this off. I feel like you let me have this. Not quite sure though. I guess I'm just thinking about that Ursaluna not bringing it. I guess it's fair not to, because, like, it is scared of Slitherwing and Walking Wake. Still, though, that just feels crazy to me. I do have to deal with rocks, which, that actually really sucks. This is a solid lead on my opponent's part. I wonder what they're gonna do. Could switch out, try to preserve this, but I don't know why it would. Okay. Yeah, that is one Pokemon down. Tinkaton KOs Knuckle Stack. But that was pretty clearly a Stealth Rock lead, so it makes sense. Really? The Torn. Okay. So Kilowattrel is my switch in. Let's see. Against offensive Tornadus, Bleak Wind still does under half to me. It does really suck that Kilowattrel is going to be chipped down by the rocks. I really wasn't expecting Stealth Rocks here, just because Knuckle Stack was not on my radar. Dang. But yeah, I switch into a Wind move, hopefully, and get a boost to my Volt Switch. Or you U-turn and I chip, well, my chip to you doesn't matter. So, whatever. Going for a Heat Wave. 124 to, oh my god, 124 to 17. Heat Wave, 124 to 17 is... Is that 107 points of damage? I'm guessing it's a Specs. Yeah, it looks like a low roll for max Specs. Volt Switch is good into anything. And I feel like I almost have to here. Ah, man. Let's Roost. I think you switch out. And I want my health back. Because electric moves look really spammable here. Yeah. I'm thinking, like, even if you like switch into something, I can Volt Switch on anything, right? Skeledirge. Okay. I mean, this is essentially a double power Volt Switch. I think that's fine. If you're defensive or just like max HP, Volt Switch, probably doing at least half here. So, yeah. I mean, I switch out regardless, so I'm gonna Volt Switch. Getting chip on this thing is pretty great for me. Okay, if we do more than half, it's just max HP. That is kind of especially defensive. Yeah, that looks kind of like max Spadef, actually. Not max, but pretty Spadef with that thing. I don't have a great switch in. To use kind of my win condition, I would hate to get that chip down right now. Walking Wake's not bad. Do you have any... You don't have any Dragon Resist, so I could just Draco right here. And I don't think that you do too much damage to me on switch in. Maybe like... Let's calc Shadow Ball. Yeah, Shadow Ball, like a third. That's fine. Torch Song. Alright. Easy enough. Take that without too much trouble. So Draco... Yeah, should KO this, and should KO just about anything else. Well, should do a lot to anything else. I think Frostmoth is probably your switching. But I'm not going to risk that on Flamethrower, like that read. This is a good breaking opportunity. Let's see, Frostmoth. Max HP takes about half from a Specs Draco. Okay. Dalton Castle. Aqua Ball. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, what does that tell us? That's good damage, by the way. This could be like some kind of Assault Vest set. Is kind of what I'm seeing. Not quite max HP Assault Vest, but maybe like offensive Assault Vest? Or just some kind of bulk, some Spadef on you there. Kilowattrel, if you, oh. Kilowattrel does prevent Aqua Step from happening. Because of Rocky Helmet. Okay. Because I just, like, if you switch to Frostmoth, or if I even kill this and you get Frostmoth out on -4, that's bad for me. Okay, you went for Roost. Maybe, yeah, maybe I should have tried to heal up on that, but I don't know. Okay, you're going to withdraw into Selena Kyle, okay. That's the meow, okay. I could like immediately get Torkoal in. I think we're starting to lead up to a Kilowattrel sack here, because these rocks are just such a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna get Torkoal out. Get my Sun up, and then probably just try to sack off Kilowattrel, because I think best case here, I attempt to sack off Kilowattrel and you get, well, get Skeletor's in. Because I'm thinking Skeletor's is your switch to prevent Rapid Spin from happening. I could get Rocks up, or I could do like a mid-ground, get Wake in. How good are Rocks for me? Not bad. Okay, let's get Rocks up. What is this Masquerade doing? U-turn. Okay. I didn't see what I started at there, but that looks like 20-ish points of damage. Yeah, that's the skeleton for sure. No problem. Okay, now rocks are up on both sides. It's probably worse for me. I think I'll go Wake though. Because I think you slack off here. And even if you don't, Shadow Ball, like I said last time, it's not doing too much to me. Alright, what are you doing? Shadow Ball, yeah. Alright, this is a good chunk, but it's not too bad. I think I just Hydro Steam. Yeah. Obviously KOs this from where it's at. I think Pokeball is 2 KO'd from where it's at, so yeah. I think I claim a KO here. You're picking your sack, I think. I mean, well, I guess you could probably get the Frosmoth in here. It takes a lot of damage. Okay, ooh, Skeletor's going down. Okay. Wake KOs Skeletor. That's pretty good. Okay, so knowing that my Draco to Pokeball did like 80-ish. A little more than 80 actually. Hydro Steam and Sun, yeah, I don't do that much to this. This could be a Kilowattrel sack. Might be exactly what this is. Well, it keeps Torn in check, so maybe not. Could go Slitherwing. Does Slitherwing outspeed uninvested Pokeball? Yeah, and I feel like you're pretty invested, so yeah. Let's give it a shot. It's a risk, but I could take the fighting move decently well. Ooh, it's a spin. Fair enough. Roost rapid spin, huh? Do I think you're Brave Bird? I feel like I just have to deal with it. If you brought Brave Bird, yeah. But I can't afford to scout right now. I just need damage. Skeletors is down, so this close combat always goes off, assuming I survive the turn. Let's see it. Oh, he goes for Roost. Okay, we do a lot of damage here. Oh, I KO it! Oh my god. Nice. So, Slytherin KOs Quaquaval. And I actually didn't need to eject out there, but that's fine. So you have Frosmoth, Meowscarada, and Tornadus left. I feel like Kilowattrel could be okay. Yeah, it outspeeds everything, so that works. And this is going pretty well. Meowscarada. Here we find out if it's Choice Scarf. Let's see, if I Roost, can I take a hit? Kilowattrel versus Meowscarada. Probably not, but I'm gonna Roost to try and see if it goes for Sucker Punch. Oh, it is Scarf. Okay. So, yeah, that takes me out. Meowscarada clears Kilowattrel. Actually was looking away. I don't know how Rocky Helmet works if you faint. Did that Meowscarada take damage? You see? Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Guys, I gained a spectator on my wife's watching. She's cheering me on, hopefully, I think. Yeah?
I'm just watching. We'll see.
You're rooting for the winning side, right?
Yeah. Is that the one that Morvesta falls into?
No, actually, Slytherin is... Yeah, kind of.
Similar.
It's similar, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. Oh man. We got Torn. I want to go Walking Wake, but the problem is I actually don't know how many Sun turns are left. I haven't been counting. And I can't check it. That sucks. But, yeah, I'll try and do that. This could be a misplay. Yeah, how many Sun turns? Only one left, but that's all we need. So, Hydro, Steam, or Draco, both are probably going to KO something here. Let's see, Tornadus. Offensive against my Walking Wake. I actually do need Draco to guarantee the KO, so let's do that. We got it. Nice. So, Walking Wake, KOs, Tornadus. Okay, nice. The Frostmoth is still a problem in the back. So all you have left is Scarf Meowscarada and Frostmoth. It's definitely going for Terra. If I have to guess, it's water. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright. So Sun's down. I think what I'm going to do here because I need to preserve something for the Meowscarada in the back. I might sack Torkoal for the Sun against Frostmoth. Like offensive, Terra Water. This thing's a problem. Slitherwing in Sun. First impression. Does a bunch to this thing. Okay, yeah, let's make sure Torkoal gets the Sun up. Yeah, there's a Quiver Dance. I think you are going to want to KO me because I could yawn. Like, you don't know that I don't have yawn. On my end, I probably want to body press. Let's see, Torkoal. Body press does a good chunk, no matter what Terra you are. This will probably guarantee put you in a Slitherwing range. Oh, it's got Protect. Okay. Quiver Dance Protect. Okay. Interesting. So that is specifically for first impression. I don't want to throw against this thing. Frostmoth. If you're Terra Ground, that's a big problem. That might sweep. I think my best bet is making sure Slitherwing can take a hit. So let's spin. Get the rocks away. I feel like you have to KO me, right? If it sets up more Quiver Dances, I think, I don't know, that could be game in your favor. Ah, my gosh. Okay. What is that? Leftovers? Okay. So I could Lava Plume, or I could switch to something. I'm gonna switch to Tinkaton. I have to stop this thing from setting up anymore.
shoot, this could be a loss.
You go for Protect again. Okay. It's interesting that you haven't Terra'd yet. I guess you were scouting for like a fire move, right? But I am going to Encore, in case you think you can set up more. It's just, this thing's so scary, but it only has 2 moves to attack with, so that's helping my case. Let's see what Terra type is. Fire. Really? Terra Fire. Okay. Alright, well that KOs you. Oh boy. Okay. So you probably don't have good coverage for Chi-Yu in that case. And let's also check. So Walking Wake against this thing, we hit it super effectively. It's +2 speed. We should still be outrunning it. And Terra Fire +2. I mean, Hydro Steam is a pretty good bet. How many sun turns left? 3. Alright. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. It feels like half. I don't know how I'm gonna KO this thing. Yeah, that's Protect. That was to be expected. Yeah, still is Hydro Steam. Yeah, good damage. Riverdance unfortunately makes sense. I just don't know what your other move is. I think, okay. Gotta let you KO me here. You're gonna Protect again, whatever.
Thanks.
Bug Buzz is the other move, so it's got Fire and Bug. Okay, actually. Maybe I should have stayed with Torgal in the first place, because... Let's see. Not in the sun. Terra Blast. Oh, +3. Ah, shoot, this might be game. We can hope for crits with Chi-Yu, I guess. because sun's down, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is it, I think. Yeah. Alright. Get more leftovers for health. If I crit a Dark Pulse that doesn't even do it, it would. Okay. Yeah. I wish I brought, like, Yawn on Torpo. Yep. So yeah, I know you're just gonna protect, but might as well just first impression. Yeah. Yeah. Terrifier with protect really was something I wasn't expecting. Like, I didn't think you'd run protect. I haven't run first impression all season. But yeah, that's it. 6-0'd by, or 5-0'd by Frostmoth. So I take a 2-0 loss. And that's finals. Oh, man. Alright, well, good game to Mike. That was a good bring, obviously. And yeah, that's LDL. It was a good run. Went 7-2 in regular season, made it to finals. But, yeah. Do you have anything to say about that?
Not bad for a first go.
I guess you're right, yeah.
I believe.
Thanks. Alright. But yeah, I'm sure I'll record some kind of outro for the season, so I will catch you guys in that. But I'll see you. Alright, so that is a wrap for my run at the LDL Wi-Fi Division, Season 15. Good game, once again, to WreckItMike, who played very well at the end game there in the finals. Regarding that game, definitely do regret some of my plays around that Frostmoth. I wish I had been a little more direct about trying to take it out before it got too many boosts, but, you know, I just made the wrong calls, tried to switch around, play around it a little bit while it boosted up, and from there, like, I recognized too late that it was just such a big threat. I think for that game, just like, my team was not well prepped to handle Quiverdance Frostmoth, you know, full of special attackers, and, you know, not much could directly switch into it, especially with the potential of Terra. It was funny, the more I learned about it, the worse it got, because, like, oh, it's Quiverdancing, oh, it has Protect to deal with First Impression, oh, it's Terrifier to deal with Tinkaton. It just got worse and worse, and that ended up in a game loss for me in a reverse sweep, pretty much. I was so concerned about Ursaluna and Glow King in prep that I really put a lot of safety measures in for those things, and I neglected some of the other options. Not even sure if I would have built the team too differently in hindsight, just because those two, like Ursaluna, Tornadus, Glow King, that core is just such a big threat that yeah, maybe I over-prepped for it, but yeah, that's the way we prepped and played, and that's just how the game turned out. It do be like that sometimes. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap for the season. Congrats to WreckItMike on that championship win. But I will certainly take a run at the finals. That's not too bad for a first Wi-Fi attempt. So I'm happy with that. As far as the season goes, you know, it was pretty successful, and I had a lot of fun with the team.
Sun Chi Yu was absolutely worth using for how fun it was. You just click the fire move and things just die. We 2-hit KO'd defensive Rotom. We 1-hit KO'd Heatran with a nasty plot boost. It was just, Chi Yu is so fun to use, man. I would definitely, if the opportunity comes up, I could use it again for sure. The rest of the team was really fun too. Walking Wake Torkoal was great. Slitherwing was fun, had a lot of cool uses, and I'm really I'm up on Tinkaton right now. It's a good mon. I was kind of underrating it before, but it's turned out really well. Same with Kilowattrel, which was a great mon to use. I think if anything, right after the transaction deadline, I thought of a good transaction I could have made that might have helped me out a lot in the last few weeks of the season. That being trading out Terra Ursaring and that Honchkrow Bombardier slot, instead getting Chansey and Leafeon for it and using Leafeon as the Terra slot. I think having Chansey would still keep that especially defensive normal type role that I was kind of reserving Ursaring for. And Terra Leafeon as a Sun Sweeper sounds really cool. I wish I had gotten the chance to use that, but I didn't think of it until after the trade deadline, so I missed the opportunity there. But regardless, still, team was great. I did feel locked in by the playstyle a little bit. Weather always makes you feel like that, but it was, regardless, very powerful. Loved the team, came together well, so yeah, I was happy with that. So I guess, don't want to go too far into it. You guys have obviously probably watched the whole season already, so you saw how it went. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, that's going to be LDL. Thank you guys so much for having me as part of this season. Love to come back if you do more Wi-Fi stuff. So that's definitely in the cards for me. Maybe grab a championship next time. We'll see. But yeah, that will do it. This has been Elfowls, coach of the Newport Noctowls, for season 15 of the LDLG. Thank you all so much for watching if you watch this far, and I will see you next time.